Hello, my incredible weavers, TT Benjamin here, and we have hit a big moment at the Gamewoven podcast. Today is the first anniversary of our first episode. That's right, it's Gamewoven's birthday. We want to thank everyone involved in this project for coming along with us on what has been a truly unique experience. If you've ever played a one-shot that you wish you could turn into a full campaign, daydreamed about finicky details of your own world, wildly speculated about the ramifications of a seemingly minor magical item, gushed about a one-off NPC, written a TTRPG, played a TTRPG, performed or listened to an actual play, this podcast is for you. So thank you. Thank you sincerely from all of us for finding us, listening, and growing with us. I have a mountain of people to thank, but first and foremost, I want to thank the core group that is Gamewoven. Brianna, our editor, Zadkiel, our creative coordinator, Lex, our guest wrangler, we gotta find a new word for that, Rob, our director, and Emily, our lore keeper. Doing a program like this is an immense amount of work, far too much for one person. And this team is the absolute best, both on and off the microphone. Thank you, folks. Thank you for making this weird, wild dream a reality. As for the mountain I mentioned, I wanted to thank each and every single guest individually. We've had a ton of awesome voices on Gamewoven, and the world we're building together wouldn't be as rich without them. So as best as I can, in order of appearance, thank you to Big Bees, Gamer Mom Luna, Glyza Champion, and David Tilstra from The Quest Session, Super Dylan and Dare to Dream from For the Queen, Nikki, Beholder to No One from Queen of Light's Last Stand, Faye, aka Mendari from Hearts of Magic, boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, Marquise, Bees again, JV and Anna from Fiasco, the cast of Lawful Great Adventures, that's Rabbit, John, Alex, and Emily, who's now on the core cast, who played Advent and Fallible Gods with me, Glyza Champion again, who did an incredible duet recording with Zad on The Green Hour, the outstanding GM Chase, who did another duet with Brianna playing God Killer, and finally, the cast of the Atomless podcast playing Wanderhome with Lex, Super Dylan again, Norden Ali Kadir, Andre, and Robin Ekberg. Thank you all so much for being part of our world. So what's next for Gamewoven? Well, in the grand scheme of actual play podcasting, 1 year isn't terribly long, but we've got big plans. As we wrap up the current arc, we turn our sights to new locations, new characters, and new conflicts, while we also work in all the incredible things we've already established. Maybe we'll get away from the Bronze Hollow Valley and the Empire for a while. Maybe we'll dig deeper into the Empire itself. Maybe we'll break off and do side content. Finally, it goes without saying that if this is your thing, if you love indie RPGs, world building, actual play, etc., then please take a moment and subscribe to the Patreon if you are able. Even the $1 tier helps us pay for hosting fees or other odds and ends. As we make more, we'll take that money and put it into guests, art, maybe pay our editor, and each new member gets us closer to those goals. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to Gamewoven. But don't let me be the only one to say it. Let's hear from the rest of the cast.
Hey everyone, it's Zad. Happy anniversary to us. I only got 3 minutes here. Ben said he was going to be very strict, so I am going to try and not ramble too much. The last year has been just a real pleasure and delight working on this show with just an amazing crew of people and so many fantastic guests. This show is literally a dream come true for me, and I'm so happy that people are getting a chance to listen to it. Working on it makes me feel useful. It makes me feel like I am accomplishing the thing that I'm meant to be doing. It fires my imagination, and even listening back when I'm hearing the work that we've done and everything that we've built over the last year, this is the thing that I'm supposed to be doing, the thing that I'm supposed to be working on. I can't be happier, and I can't be happier that you guys are along with us to hear us make our jokes and tell our stories and make these choices and build this world. And genuinely, I am so excited for the year to come. We've got some absolutely incredible stuff in the hopper that I think people are really gonna love, that I'm gonna really love. And honestly, congrats to everyone. Thanks for all being here together. And here's to many more. We'd also like to thank the authors of the games that helped us tell our stories. Quest, which gave us Glitter and a Despoiled Tomb, was from TC Sodic and the Adventure Guild. The Skeletons, the story of those within the tomb, was by Jason Morningstar. The Ground itself, which showed us 1,000 years of not quite peace and not quite war, was by Everest Pipkin. For the Queen, the story of the loyal servants to a cruel mistress was by Alex Roberts. Queen of Light's Last Stand, A Slice of Life and Travel was by Baker Parker Haas. Adversary, A Daring Rescue and a Mighty Quack was by Ben and me. Hearts of Magic Threads Entangled, A Night of Romance and Bloodshed was by Erica Shepard. Kingdom, The Tribulations and Machinations of a People Under Siege was by Ben Robbins. Fiasco, Attempted Murder and Ever So Much Drama was by Jason Morningstar and Bully Pulpit Games, using a custom playset made by Rob and Super Dylan. Advent, The First Breath of a Lovely View was by Megan Cross. Fallible God, How That Lovely View Is Seen was by Mousewife Games. A Green Hour, The Birth of a New Divinity was by Jian Shim. Godkiller, The Death of an Old Divinity was by Connie Chang. And finally, Wander Home, The First Steps of a Long Journey was by Jay Dragon.
Howdy, hey Weavers, it's me, Lex, your favorite member of the team. I just wanted to say happy anniversary to us, and you, I guess. You were kind of part of it, I guess. You only listened to the content we made, and made us feel like people liked the content we make, and yeah, that's all you did. You made us feel fulfilled and special and listened to. Anyway, I'm making a pizza right now, so I don't have time to get all emotional or whatever. So I just want to say thank you. I'm dropping the bit. Just thanks. We made something that we love and care about, and people have decided they feel the same. And that's really fucking cool, guys. So, thanks. I am actually making a pizza, though. That is almost done. So I'm gonna go get that and then eat it. And then, the part that comes after eating food, which is being sad there's not more of the food. Anyway, I bet you Ben's message is worse than mine. Ha! Got him.
Hello everyone, it's Rob, resident accountant and Patreon manager here at Gamewoven. First of all, wanted to do a huge shout out and appreciation for our patrons over at Patreon, Adon, as was foretold, Christopher Munns, and Alex LaRocque. Super appreciate you all jumping in real early here. I know that we are only going to get more and more stuff onto our Patreon, and we're super excited for everything we have coming up here. For me personally, the trajectory of my life was thrown in a wildly different direction because of playing TTRPGs, specifically on Twitch. I met my now wife there, most of the people who were in my wedding party, my best friends, the people that got me here into Gamewoven, all through streaming TTRPGs. So they have already massively changed how my life is and how I spend my time, and it feels weird because at the time when I was playing those games that changed my life, I didn't really know that was what was happening, but now this right here with Gamewoven feels very similar, and it's just so wonderful. The people I've met and just the core cast have been so immediately welcoming and wonderful to play and create with, both during and outside of recording sessions. Not just obviously playing the games that you'll hear, but doing meetings and talking about the future of what we want to create with this incredibly weird and wonderful project. I am so eternally grateful for this project and everyone who's been a part of it. And again, one more last shout out to all the people over on Patreon who hopefully, as this world grows, will find more and more ways to incorporate you and everyone listening to this in the wider Gamewoven community to start making games and campaigns happen within the setting that we didn't make. That's my ultimate dream for the next years of Gamewoven. Thank you so much.
It all started one day when my friend Ben slid into my DMs to pitch me a project and ask if I wanted in. I had no idea what I was actually getting into when I said yes to this, and I don't think any of us were. I mean, sure, we knew the concept of building a world one game at a time. We knew some of the ideas we had floating around, but it wasn't until we really sat down and started hammering things out and laying out the schedule and putting the pieces together that we realized just how big this world could be, and just how big this project could be, and how much potential there is for amazing things we never would have thought of otherwise. It has been kind of amazing watching how things have evolved and the people who have been brought in to be part of this over the past year. I have absolutely no regrets about immediately jumping in on this, and I'm beyond excited to see what happens next. One of the things I love about it is how much things build off of each other. Something will happen in one game that influences something that happens in another game. It's just so fun and complicated and messy, and we're just telling a really amazing story.
Hello, Emily here. I'd like to give a huge congratulations to the Gamewoven team for reaching an entire year of the podcast. Happy anniversary, Weavers! And thank you to absolutely everyone who's been a part of Gamewoven. Whether you've created a game that was played, guested in an episode, supported it on Patreon, or just listened to the podcast, be that to a single episode or to all of them. No, you're not missing something. I indeed have not really been around here before. Hi, I'm new here. And as a new member to the core team, a lot of that first year has been experienced from the outside, as a listener. Watching, well, hearing so many different people come together to build a world and tell stories has been such an experience. It really is a community project. Listening to this podcast has introduced me to games that I hadn't heard of that are now some of my favorites that I would love to play. It's made me laugh, it's made me cry, it's made me angry enough to walk away and have to take a breather before coming back to hear the consequences of their actions. It's like there's a new lens to view games that opens up so many possibilities. Now, when I see an RPG, it's what it says on the tin, yeah, but I imagine the bigger stories it can be used to help tell. A potential, no, I don't think that's for me, can turn into an okay, but what if? And transcribing the episodes, going through to collect and connect the bits of story, characters, and lore is such a satisfying thing that I get to do. But most importantly, I could not be more excited to be a part of the future of Gamewoven. I hope it's a really long future. And I hope you're excited too. Thanks for being here. Stick around.